Time now for some quick hits.
We gotta move quickly.
There's no time.
Move fast there, come on!
And here we go on a Wednesday installment of America's favorite sports talk radio segment. It is time for quick hits right here on the Jake Asman Show. And we have a lot to cover in quick hits, so let's get right to it. We start quick hits off with an incident that occurred before the Bucks and Hawks game last night. So this was on TNT inside the NBA, and this was Charles Barkley on what he wants to see the Hawks do to their starting lineup with Trae Young out for the game last night.
I wouldn't do that. I would start Jeff Teague, because if you start Lou Williams, I don't see. Yeah, Jeff Teague. I would start him.
He's not exactly on the Atlanta Hawks.
Wait, who was the other guy?
Bucks.
Big dummy.
I'm sorry. No, I wasn't even talking about Dunn.
Well, you ain't talking about Teague.
I'm forgetting somebody. My mistake. I can make a mistake. Who's another guard on the Hawks?
Kenny Smith.
Oh, seriously.
No, there you.
Webb.
We've run out of resources.
I love Barkley, but that is awful. That is awful. Just be like, yeah, I screwed up. I thought they still had Jeff Teague. I haven't paid that much attention to the Hawks backups, because that's what happened there. He clearly thought Teague was still on the Hawks. He had not been paying close enough attention to their bench guys, which is his job too. So I'm not going to defend Barkley there, but just come out and say, yeah, my bad, guys. I screwed up. I didn't do as much research as I should. Was he thinking of Chris Dunn or Skylar Mays, Tony Snell, Cam Reddish? Who were you referring to there, Chuck? Because definitely wasn't Jeff Teague. And he had no idea. But the magic of that show is how they react in real time. Shaq calling him big dummy. Kenny Smith making the joke that, Kenny Smith is the name of another guard that could play. But that is a bad look by Chuck. Look, he's not paid to know basketball. He's paid to be funny and give his opinions and be Charles Barkley. But come on, man. That's horrendous. That is horrendous for that to happen in the conference finals, to not know any of the reserves on the Hawks.
I'm going to defend Chuck here, because I think it's okay if you don't know any of the reserves on the Hawks, because all you ever talk about as far as the Hawks go is Trae Young.
His job is to know more than just Trae Young.
Sure, it's his job to know. They all should know, but I mean, they all would have to look it up. Everyone would have to look it up. Diehard Hawk fans are probably looking up okay, Trae Young can't go. Who are they going to put in? And I'm with you. The magic of that show is just the relationship those four have with each other. And, Kenny Smith calling out, put in Kenny Smith. Shaq saying Spud Webb was fantastic. I mean, God, probably the most beloved guard in Hawks history.
Spud Webb.
Little 5'6" guy who won a slam dunk contest. But yeah, that's the magic of that show. The magic of that show it gives you good basketball insight. You got three former players. Ernie's amazing. Just trying to be the wrangler of them, because that's got to be the most difficult job in all of sports.
I get it. I love Chuck. I love that show.
Yeah.
You got to know Jeff Teague plays on the Bucks. He doesn't even. So it's one thing to mention Jeff Teague. He mentions Jeff Teague. Jeff Teague is on the Milwaukee Bucks.
Right. So he had his notes mixed up.
Yeah.
I blame the producer who handed him the wrong sheets of paper that had him mixed up.
Yeah, a producer can't help that. That's just incompetence. Anyhow, that's what makes them great.
The stagehand who did it on purpose.
Blame it on some intern.
The teleprompter had it wrong. He had his Ron Burgundy moment. He will read anything on a teleprompter.
Because Barkley is one to read a teleprompter as he goes off about whatever he's going off on that night. Man, we talked about the Chauncey Billups press conference in the first hour of our show. We talked about it from the PR perspective, where a PR person did not let someone ask Chauncey a question about what happened in 1997. But as far as things that could impact the Blazers in 2021, that, of course, is Damian Lillard, and whether or not he might ask out of Portland. If Dame Lillard could be the quote-unquote next disgruntled star that forces a trade somewhere else. This was Chauncey Billups when asked about his relationship with his new best player.
I have a really good relationship with Dame, and it has nothing to do with this opportunity. My relationship goes some years back. with him. I've always just been a big fan of his. We've developed a really good friendship over the years. Nothing changes now. Nothing changes now. Obviously, me having to coach him, we'll get to know each other a lot more. Me having to hold him accountable to being the great player that he is. But it doesn't change who he is, who I am, what we're both about. Nothing changes to me.
Okay. I hope Dame Lillard agrees. I hope Dame Lillard's on the same page as you, Chauncey.
All I want to do is, like you hear that soundbite. The first thing that popped in my mind was see David Culley.
David Culley's like, I took this job because Deshaun Watson's our quarterback. I hope Chauncey didn't take this job because Dame Lillard's his point guard.
I mean, that's an eerie similarity.
It is.
Situation going on right now.
Look, Dame could like Billups. It's not about that. It's about the roster. Chauncey Billups could be Phil Jackson. If they don't improve the team, it's not going to matter.
Yeah, and for Deshaun, I mean, he might be best friends with David Culley. But for him, it's about the front office, about the direction the team's being taken.
Yeah, well, for Deshaun, he's dealing with some bigger stuff
I
right
mean,
now.
that I'm talking about, if we think about what it started off to be.
I know. I just,
not what it is now.
Screw Deshaun Watson. Screw him. He's not on my team. And he won't be on the team I cover, so see you later.
Yeah, but you had the trade package all set and delivered.
Before all the massage stuff came out, 22 civil lawsuits, I was all in. But now I'm all in on Zach Wilson. You see the video of Zach Wilson's mom dancing?
Yep.
Love it.
Saw that Zach Wilson's mom got robbed, too.
Yeah, I did see that.
She called him out.
Yeah, she's like, I hosted you at a wedding. You ate and drank all my food for 2.5 hours. One of Wilson's sisters got married, and her purse was stolen. Very sad. Sorry, Mrs. Wilson. She follows me on Instagram. I'm a big fan of Lisa.
Apologize. I mean, say, offer your condolences, offer what you can do for her. Maybe give her your wallet.
I want to get her on the show. I want to reach out.
That's a segue right there. I mean, that's your in.
There we go. Lucas Giolito ripped into Josh Donaldson yesterday after Josh Donaldson of the Twins took Giolito of the White Sox deep for an early home run in the game. As Donaldson was rounding the plate, you could hear it here. Listen to him yelling towards Giolito, "It's not sticky anymore."
He had a couple of days ago, and he hit a home run after that. And here, once again.
So you could kind of hear it. It's not sticky anymore. It's not sticky anymore. Well, Giolito went out there, pitched 6 innings, allowed 3 runs. The White Sox won the game. And this was Giolito afterwards on the incident with Donaldson.
I saw it after the fact. I mean, he's a pest. That's kind of a classless move. If you're going to talk to my face, you can go, cross home plate and do all that. Just come to me.
Is that something you've dealt with him before along those lines?
No, it's just annoying. We won. The W's next to my name. They're in last place.
Short and sweet, but he's right. They are in last place. And Donaldson's a punk. Let me just say that. Like, Donaldson had the audacity to call out Garrett Cole. Now he's yelling at you, Lucas Giolito. Like, dude, shut up. Just play baseball. You're on a team that's garbage. Enough of Josh Donaldson. Guy's got an opinion on everything. And it's like, dude, you haven't been good in a couple of years now. Just play baseball.
Yeah, he had that one good season with the Blue Jays, right? Maybe 2.
He won the MVP with the A's.
Was it with the A's?
I think he was the MVP of the league with the Oakland A's. Am I wrong? Maybe it was with the Blue Jays.
I thought it was with the Blue Jays.
You're probably right. It was with the Blue Jays.
Nah, it doesn't matter.
Anyhow,
he's with the Twins.
Enough of Josh Donaldson. I'm with Giolito here. Stop. You want to talk crap, but after you hit the home run, you're yelling at the pitcher like that. Like, that's weak. He did win the MVP with the Blue Jays 2015. Anyhow, I'm with Giolito on this one. Why don't we talk about the Nationals, shall we? Another day, another homer for Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber is 1 for 9 career against Rich Hill with 3 strikeouts. But we have found out lately it doesn't matter if it's righty or lefty, the way he's going. Oh, my! I can't believe it! See you later! Come on!
Insane. Insane. Schwarber hit his 16th home run of June off Rays starter Rich Hill yesterday. So he now has 16 home runs in his last 18 games. That's tied with two guys you might have heard of in your lifetime, Barry Bonds and Sammy Sosa, for the most in that time frame.
They were power hitters, right?
They were.
Yes.
They hit lots of homers.
All right.
7 home runs have come to lead off the game for the Nats. He's their leadoff hitter. It's ridiculous. And the Nationals just continue to win games. There was talk, we talked about this briefly yesterday, about the Nationals having to be sellers. Max Scherzer could be on the market. Why? Well, if you're not any good and Scherzer's getting up there in age, trade the guy. You might as well get something for him. But now the Nationals are 39 and 38. They have been playing great baseball all month long, in large part because of Schwarber. They've won 8 of 10, 3 straight. They're only 3 games behind the Mets right now. Look out for the Washington Nationals, baby.
Yeah, didn't we see this story in 2019?
We did. They started 19 and 31 that year.
Yeah. And then the other, there was another team that started like 31 and 19 in the San Francisco Giants, and they fell by the wayside. So I'm not thinking history repeats itself, but it's looking eerie again, where one team's starting to slide a little bit while another team is heating up in a big way.
Schwarber, man. My God, anyone could have had this guy. He was a free agent, on a 1-year deal with the Nationals. Crazy. This was Kyle Schwarber post-game on hitting yet another bomb.
Felt really good at the plate and was happy to put it out there in that situation. And, just smiling. Keep riding the wave.
Riding the wave.
Yeah, I'd be feeling pretty good at the plate, too.
Some wave right now. I mean, every pitch must look like a beach ball to him.
Seriously. I don't know if you got new contact lenses or what the issue is. I mean, he's going to get to a point right now where you might intentionally walk your leadoff hitter.
He signed a 1-year, $10 million contract. Crazy. Anyhow, that's enough Kyle Schwarber discussion. How about the Dodgers? Good night for Ron's team, at least on the field. We'll get to the off-the-field stuff in a moment. But Max Muncy, ding-dong.
3-1. Muncy hits one in the air to deep center field. Duggar's going back at the track, at the wall. Muncy, giant killer!
Giant killer indeed. Dodgers sweep their 2-game set with the Giants. They won last night 3-1. This was Max Muncy on winning 2 games against a team they're chasing for the division.
It felt really good. We caught a little ground, but we still got to go out there and play our game. We got a long road trip coming up, but if we just keep doing what we're doing, we're gonna be fine.
Max Muncy putting it mildly there. Long way to go. But good to pick up 2 games there against the Giants, the team you're chasing.
The other cool thing about this is he called a shot pregame. Like they were just fooling around in the locker room, and he said something to the effect that, I got to go out there and get one today. And he did.
Yeah, yes, he did. He's been playing great for them. So Dodgers win 2 straight. Now let's get to what happened off the field. I'm not going to sit here and act like I know, what Trevor Bauer did or didn't do. But based on what we know so far, he is facing allegations of assault. If you missed it, Trevor Bauer, who is the reigning NL Cy Young Award winner, the highest paid pitcher in the game per year, based on average annual value. The Pasadena, California Police Department said it's investigating an alleged assault, which occurred around the middle of May. The case could be turned over to the DA's office as soon as Wednesday, according to an ESPN source, which at that point, a decision would be made on whether it will move forward. So we don't know much right now. The woman was granted a domestic violence restraining order in LA County against Bauer, according to her attorney, who alleged in a statement that his client suffered severe physical and emotional pain as a result of recent assault from Bauer. Bauer's attorney issued a statement saying that, his client is denying any wrongdoing, called the allegations baseless and defamatory. And until we get more info, I don't know what else we could really add right now. That's all we have at this point. He said, she said, and we'll see if there is a investigation. If criminal charges get filed, we'll keep you abreast. But that's all we have right now about Bauer.
Well said.
That wraps it up for Quick Hits here on a Wednesday morning. Plenty still to get into. We have 3 minutes, or we have a 3-minute break, and we'll be right back to wrap it all for you on a hump day. Jake Asman with you on Sports Map Radio.
The Jake Asman Show.